Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter. My name's Julie and today's video is my plans for 2025. So I'm going to go through with you any games or anything like that that I'm going to be playing for 2025. So let's get started. So I have my notes with me of games, events. Some I've chosen myself, others I'm joining in with other events and games. So first of all, I have my magical creatures acrostic. So if you've been watching me for a while, you will know back in November that I trialed it out. So the magical creatures acrostic. So basically I have some tins with little bits of paper. So each month I will pick a magical creature. So the one back in November was Dobby. So this is a magical creature from Harry Potter. And then I also pick a designer of the month. So this one was back in November. So for the word for Dobby, I have to try and look in my whips from that designer, so from Shannon Christine, to see if I can fit those letters. So it can be the designer, it could be the title of the piece, or it could be something in the piece, you know, an animal or a plant, something like that, a vehicle. So for November, when I planned out Dobby, there was some that I could put for Shannon Christine. So for the D, I chose autumn drinks, and for the O and the Y, I picked a different project, and for the B, I also picked a different project. So I will try for the designer to try and fit that. So the magical creatures are going to be from Harry Potter. So let me see which tin is which. So that's the design. These are the magical creatures. So let me show you. Got lots of different magical creatures. So I've got gnomes, because there were gnomes in the Weasley garden. I have all different creatures from Harry Potter. So we have Arnold, which was Ginny Weasley's pygmy puff, her creature. And we have Crookshanks, which was Hermione's cat. And I'll just do one more as an example. And we also have unicorns, looked after by Hagrid in the forest. So those are just a few examples of magical creatures. So we can put Dobby back in here now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Shannon Christine out for the month of January, because some of us are doing a Shannon Christine January in the Zoom group. So I'm going to keep that one out. But some of the other designers that I have in here. So we have Little Dove Designs, which is Faye Walsh, and I have some magazine pieces from her. We have Doreen Jones. I have quite a few from her as well. And we have like Soda Stitch. So there is quite a few in the tin. But yeah, when we come to January's planner video, I will pick a designer then. Oh no, not a designer, an animal, I should say. So yeah, we'll pick an animal. But yeah, we've got Shannon Christine, which we will keep for January. So those are going to be at least 100 stitches per letter, but if I choose to work on it the rest of the evening, then that'll be that. So yeah, at least 100 stitches. So that is the acrostic and the designer of the month. Then I have another plan to work on 2 different projects, 6 months each of the year. So the first 6 months will be crossword, and that is from Long Dog Samplers. And then starting July to the end of the year will be Black Vintage Sampler. But Black Vintage Sampler I am hoping to finish by the end of the year, if not the first few months of next year, because I do have a replacement piece planned for that. But crossword, it's just as much progress as I can get on it, because I have some focus pieces for next year. I have a full coverage. I've obviously got Black Vintage that I'd like to finish, but I also have a full coverage I would like to finish, and that is Mini Bear Time Stories, a Heaven and Earth design artwork by Randall Spangler. So those are a few I would like to focus for a finish. But there's also Mini Surfing the Web and Mini Afternoon Tea. So those 3 I would like to focus on. But yeah, Mini Bear Time Stories I would like to get a finish on. And maybe I could get a finish on Mini Surfing the Web. I have done some calculations. So Mini Afternoon Tea, every month I need over 6,000 stitches. So I'm not going to get that each month, and I know that. So it's just as much progress as I can get. I'm going to try for at least 1,000 stitches a month. Yeah. Mini Surfing the Web. So every month I would need to stitch just under 500. And I would like to get at least 1,000 a month on that one. And Mini Bear Time Stories. So per month it's 400 stitches, and again that is going to be a goal of 1,000 per month. So those 3, probably this one will get more work, but yeah, I'm going to try for 1,000 stitches a month. But yeah, so Mini Bear Time Stories is going to be a finish. Then I am going to hopefully take part in Tiny Thursday. So every Thursday evening I am going to work on Christmas mugs from Shannon Christine. So once I have got my focus stitches in for that day, which I will get onto in a minute, I will have the Tiny Thursday stitch, which I am going to work on for Christmas mugs by Shannon Christine. So let me back up a minute. So an event I am going to take part in next year is called Glamorous 3, and this is an event that was thought up by Siski Stitches here on YouTube. She also has a Facebook group which she explains all of these games in. So Glamorous 3 has recently changed a little bit. Instead of spinning a stitch count of between 100 and 250, she put a poll up of doing like a daily 100. So she just spins a wheel for the whip that we're going to work on. So Glamorous 3, I have got 3 projects picked out. And this is Lady Halloween, that's by Jardin Privé. Summer in the Village is by Owl Forest Embroidery. And then Tonight We Ride is Autumn Lane Stitchery. So I did do the goal for yesterday. She has finished the activities event early and started this new event yesterday, which in the UK we call Boxing Day, is the 26th. So the day after Christmas Day is called Boxing Day in the UK. So that is the Glamorous 3. So now that has changed to 100 stitches a day. So once I have those 100 stitches in, particularly on a Thursday, I will stitch on Christmas mugs. Yeah. So I am also taking part in Whip Go. So for Whip Go, I have put those other 2 focus whips in. So Mini Surfing the Web and Mini Afternoon Tea. They are on my Whip Go board. So let me show you. So this is my Whip Go board. I just taped it to a big piece of card. So there we go. So block 1 is Mini Surfing the Web, block 2 is Mini Afternoon Tea, and then so each of the peach and each of the yellow. So 13 I have kept as a free space because each of these have gone in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 24, 12. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So each of those 2 projects have gone in 12 times. So with the 24 and then the free space, with it being 25 squares. So yes, I am taking part in Whip Go. So I'm going to be doing that next year. So let me try and explain a little bit more without totally confusing you all, which I think I just have. So let me go back to November, move these out of the way, and then I can explain a little bit better. So I am going to be keeping the diamond painting weekend. So say for example the diamond painting weekend was in here. So like here, I would put in the crossword, I will put in the acrostic, so like I have just done here, and then starting from this weekend onwards, I would have like 3 weeks. So I would do my daily 100, and then I would pick my next project to stitch. So whether it would be one of the projects for the acrostic, whether it would be one of the full coverage focuses, which is 1,000 stitches, which usually might take me about 3 days, 2-3 days, depending if I get distracted or something's happening. So yeah, and then I would work on the other either crossword or black vintage sampler. Yeah, so I am going to keep the designer pieces out, so if I just want a little bit of a break and just to work on something smaller, I am going to do that. So yeah, it would be either the acrostic and one of the 3 full coverages, and then also get some stitches on the bigger non-full coverage, so like crossword or black vintage sampler. So I hope that does explain a little bit of what my plans are going to be for next year. There is another event that I was going to take part in, Sisky Stitches, but I think I might pull out of this one because it's just it's not my focus for that project. So we have Fun Facts Shopping January 2025. So basically she has done 15 fun facts for the month, and it's 500 stitches per fun fact. So she does explain it in her video, but I might pull out of this one because I only want to do 1,000 stitches, and I have put mini bedtime stories in there, but like I say, I only want to put 1,000 in. So she did say the games are adaptable, you know, convert them, do what you want with them. It's just prompts to encourage you to work on the pieces that you are focusing on. So I might stay in and post my progress pictures. But then, yeah, we have the Glamorous 3. So that has started already. But from the 1st, I will write on here how I am getting along. So yesterday's call was Lady Halloween. So I did get my 100 stitches on that one. And today's is Whip 2, which is Summer in the Village. So I will be working on that one while this is uploading, and then I can start releasing my Whip Parade for you guys. So this Whip Parade, I am only showing pieces that I am going to be working on for 2025. I'm going to say 26, 2025. So some projects I have not included that are like on paper or in my notes app that I would just rather keep to the pieces that are in my pattern keeper. So I hope that hasn't been too confusing. Oh, and lastly, I am going to be working on some stamped kits for my whip and chats whenever I do a whip and chat. So I'm going to be working on the seasonal ladies, so spring, summer, autumn. Then I have the Noel lady, and then winter. So the Noel lady will be December, and then January and February will be the winter lady. So she will get the two months rather than the 3, because I'll be working on the Noel for Christmas. So those are my plans for 2025. So I hope, like I said again, that hasn't been too confusing. If you would like any information or anything on any games or anything that I have mentioned, please comment down below and I will give you the information. But yeah, I'm sure most of you are familiar with Jessie Marie Does Stuff, that does the Whip Go on her YouTube channel. She has explained the Whip Go. She has recently done a new video on how to play along. And like I said, the other games were from Sisky Stitches. She has also done a video, I think part of the title was events for 2025. So that was another more recent video from her as well. So events and things she's got in her Facebook group. So check out both of those and have a look at the Facebook groups. They both have Facebook groups, so if you want to ask any questions, I'm sure somebody will help you in there. If not, the creator themselves will answer you or get back to you. So yeah, I think that is everything for my 2025 plans. So like I said, I am going to get this video uploaded and then I can start releasing my whip parade. Mind went blank. So remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.